How would you summarize that victory? It felt like a very important one for you too.
They're all important. It's a quick round robin, and we lost a couple early, so yeah, that was almost a must-win. It's too early to tell what you need, but you can't have very many losses. More than 2 might not do it, and we're already at 2, so every game's kind of do or die at this point, so that feels nice to get that one under our belts.
Yeah, and you look at that, you have 2 big games coming up now too, where winning is, and you control your own destiny at this point still.
Yeah, we're at a point where we at least control our own destiny. Kind of lost a couple of bad ones, but hopefully we'll come out and play good tonight.
What's been the biggest thing this week for you guys? What are you, I guess, maybe trying to get a little bit ahead on to closest week?
It's the same as always with mixed doubles. You gotta make your first 2 shots, and it comes down to whichever team draws better, reads the ice better, is going to win the game. And it's still fun to throw the big shots, but it really is a draw game. And whoever controls the angles controls the top of the forefoot, and to do that you have to have draw weight. So the team that wins is always the team that draws better.
You had this opportunity to represent Canada a couple of years ago. What would it mean to come back and have a strong showing and get another chance at that this time around?
Yeah, anytime you have the opportunity to represent Canada is an amazing opportunity, and go to the Olympics and doing all of those things. But I think the biggest thing for us is just have fun and enjoy it and see what happens.
Congratulations, you two. How does it feel to get your first victory here, Robert?
It feels great. It's a relief. Yesterday I was so bad. We played good the first day. We should have been 1-1. Yesterday was one of my worst curling days in the last 10 years. It's just bad it happens here. So I'm really happy that personally I got my game back, and we made some adjustment, came back to what works for us, and she played awesome today. So it's a good relief. Really happy to get one win at least. What's been working is, doing the things the same way we practice to do them. With the pressure, for Anne-Sophie, only 20 years old, it's a huge event. It's not a big event. It's a huge event. It's the Olympic. So for Anne-Sophie, it was to come back to throwing the way we practice to throw the rock, so we know how we throw and how we have success. She was with the pressure. She was like going back to certain tendencies that we worked to change. And then we talked, and she managed to come back to what we do usually, and she played great, as I told you. She played great the first game, though. The first game was unbelievable, and today also.
As you mentioned, the youngest in the field and the oldest in the field. How did this team come about, and how cool is that? Well,
as maybe people know, I played with my daughter a long time, but she needed a break from curling. I mean, she didn't feel the love of the game anymore, so she needed a break also for her studies. She was studying, working. It was kind of too much. She told me, I'll spare for you if you need, but. And then, Anne-Sophie is a newcomer in our area. She has a great junior team. She's definitely one of the favorites to go to the national junior this year. So, and she's also my third daughter. So, and she's very alike her father. So, I'm used to that family. I asked her, and she said, "Let's go." And it went so well to start that we had a chance to go to the trials. So we focused this year, played more tournaments, and here we are.
Robert, you're the oldest competitor in trials history on the Canadian side.
I think so. I'm happy you're saying that. Well, I've asked a few people, and I think that's officially true. I'm proud. I won the first ever national mixed double, but at that time it was brand new. It was not the same level of play we have today. Today is just it's impossible to win a game. It's so tough to win games. It's really, really difficult. The level is really hard. But I try to stay in shape. I do what needs to be done in the summer, especially, and I think I'll even do some more cleanup in my life so I can train more, because I get exhausted in here, and I don't like that. So, but I'm proud of this thing, and +4 is only 58. Maybe we'll see.
Big win for you guys, especially coming off yesterday. Imagine that was an important bounce back for you guys.
Yeah, it was. We didn't feel like we played an 11-4, whatever it was, game last night. Like, we are on the wrong side of the inch, so we just wanted to make sure that we didn't change too much, honestly, and just continued to do our thing and went back to basics. And I think we did a really good job of communicating lots today, figuring out the ice, and getting it done.
That's the nature of mixed doubles curling, is you have to learn to be able to bounce back. Even shot to shot, game to game, end to end. That's a pretty valuable asset to have as a mixed doubles team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just the game is ebbs and flows, so you just got to roll with the punches. And I think, to be honest, the team that does that the best this week is going to have good results. So we're really going to pride ourselves on that, is just rolling with it and enjoying our time out there. And so far, so good.
That was a good team that you beat today. Maybe not a lot of people know about them, but they'll be going to the Winter Universiade. They gave you a grind out there.
They did. They made a lot of shots, and every time we kind of thought we had something going, they'd make a big one, and that's a tough kind of game to stay patient in when you feel like you have opportunities and you're not quite capitalizing, and you said to hang on till the very last shot, and all we needed was a millimeter.
I always ask teams, do you look around at other sheets? Now, in 4-player curling, you probably can. I don't think you do it too terribly much here, but some interesting results out there in the end, and boy, it's all there for the taking in these last couple draws.
Yeah, you bet. We definitely don't look as much, but we do. And for me, or I don't know, I can't speak for Laura, but for me, it's more when I'm taking a break, when I need to just take a rest from the focus. I kind of look around and see what's going on at the other sheets. But yeah, there's some barn burners out there, so it's going to be exciting last few draws of the round robin.
Imagine as this week's gone on, you were kind of looking at that game and the schedule and thinking that's going to be a big game. You must be really happy with the way you guys came up and responded today.
Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of good teams out here, so any chance you get to play against another top team in Canada, it's always fun. So.
Do you believe in the concept of making statements? I mean, does that game make a statement about what you guys are about and where you stand within this group of teams?
Yeah, I think so. I think kind of our pre-game chat on that one was just to bring the confidence, and we know that we can be here and playing against top teams and that we can do it, so just having that confidence going in. So I think that just builds on that going out the rest of the week. That
obviously has some implications, tiebreakers and all that kind of stuff. You must be feeling pretty optimistic, we'll say. That's the word, going into these last 2 round robin games, with the understanding there's still work to do.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in a good spot right now, but we know we can't take the next couple teams lightly, so we'll be coming out ready for the next game.
Is there room for improvement? It didn't look like it.
well, I can nitpick a few things, I'm sure, but overall I think we're feeling good and feeling confident out there, so I think we can just keep that going into the next few games and it'll be good.